breaking news out of South Africa was a woman made history for being the first person to be sent to prison for being racist. Right? Yeah. Spoiler alert, she's white. What happened was her car was broken into, and 2 policemen showed up, and these policemen were both black. And then she just went on a racist tirade against the policemen, a tirade. She was like, I don't want black policemen. But she didn't just go black policemen, she called them kafirs, right? Which is basically South Africa's version of the N-word, right? But it's almost worse than the N-word because in America, black people own the N-word. They're like, okay, we're going to take it, we're going to use it in hip-hop, we're going to make it cool. In South Africa, people were just like, no. They're just like, no, we're not going to do that at all. So it's another word, it's kafir. And we didn't use it because America had a trademark, right? And so then she said this to the cops 48 times. Like she was like, oh, I don't need you K's coming here, I don't need you, I don't need this. Like I want a white policeman, I want an Indian policeman, I don't want to be dealing with you monkeys. You guys, if I see another one of you, I'll shoot you and I'll run you over with my car. And she said 48 times is how many times she said the word. It's like, imagine someone saying that to a cop here 48 times saying the N-word. Now, which is insane, because I mean, like, that's lenient cops in my opinion. That's like, because like the first 10, I think the cops were like, all right, you're angry, we get it. And the second 10, they were like, okay, I think you're racist. And then third 10, they were like, yo, you better slow down. Fourth 10, they were like, she's not getting to 50, is she? She's not getting to 50. And then 48, they were like, all right, shut it down. Yeah, and then she was arrested, and they sentenced her to 3 years in prison for saying that. Which is, but it's like, it's crazy because like a lot of Americans, when they hear the story, would be like, but that's free speech. You can't arrest somebody for saying something. But here's the thing. I understand that completely. And I mean, it's a larger discussion to wrap your head around. But I will say this. You got to understand in South Africa, after apartheid ended, like white people were never punished, right? Like it's not like the government was like, we're going to send white people to jail and we're going to take white people's houses and we're taking white people's money and things white people stole. No. The government was like, hey, let's move forward, okay? Clean slates. Let's move forward. Let's get this country to where it needs to be. The only thing we're going to take away is this racist word. That's all. And then some white people were like, okay, but I just want one thing. Can I have the racist word back? And then they still want to use the word. And then they were like, no. And so that's, like, now this person has gone to jail. And what I find funny is, like, people who are online and everywhere, and they're like, this is a tyranny. That's what this is. This is oppression. Like, you know, like, what am I supposed to do? It's like, just don't be racist. I love how people make it like it's the hardest thing ever. It's not like you go to jail for like mistake racism. This is like hardcore racism. And people are like, I don't know how I can live in this country. South Africa has become a tyranny. I can go to jail for just being racist. Yeah. For saying a racist word 48 times to the police. Yeah. No, this is horrible. What am I supposed to do? Just don't be racist, that's all. Just